What's up, guys? So there are a few things on the abandoned Evo 10 that I want to check out today, and if I don't get to the bottom of the issue today, I probably won't ever post this video. So, and maybe if other cool stuff happens, I'll end up posting a video for today. But I feel like it's been like 4, 5, 6 straight videos of just wiring problems, and not only am I getting super bored editing the same content over and over again, I know you guys are just getting like straight sick of it. So there's a few little things I want to check out real quick, and hopefully we can kind of dive deeper into what is going on with this car. So that blue wire right there, the one with the little yellow connector on it, that guy right there, that wire should be having 12 volts, but I've never figured out which way the power comes. I don't know if it runs from the E-Tax over to the engine bay or the engine bay into the E-Tax. So because it has that yellow connector on there, I want to see if we have power on either side. Maybe if we have power on one side, not the other, that connector is killing the power. So let's check that out real quick. Yep, guys, I know you probably couldn't see that, but there's no power on either side. I actually pulled that connector off, and yeah, no power whatsoever on that blue wire, which is, we need power, but we're not getting power. The next thing I'm gonna do is to throw the old E-Tax in here. There's an MFI relay, which is up in that guy right there. It's all torn apart. So MFI relay, I'm gonna swap that out again, even though I already swapped it out. That can give us the symptoms or the problems that we're having. If that doesn't change anything, I'm gonna actually jump 12 volts right to that blue wire. The blue wire needs 12 volts, and if I give it 12 volts, I would think in my mind it should start, or maybe turn the car over. I don't really freaking know. It's just something to try. Let's give it a shot. Actually, the tests we just did are kind of invalid because this wire right here, this wire right here is the engine harness. It controls everything in the engine bay, and it wasn't plugged into the fuse box. So let's kind of button everything up right here just to make sure we are actually doing proper readings and see what happens. All right, let's try that same testing again, see what happens. All right, guys, still nothing at all. So what I'm gonna do is move on to putting the OEM E-Tax back in this car, and then kind of do some messing around with that and see if we can get this car to just turn over by jumping that blue wire. All right, let's plug in the battery. All right. Now, as of right now, it should be back to square one. So the fan should kick on. We shouldn't have any power anywhere. Okay, yep, fans came on. All the lights are gonna start flashing. So before I jump power, let's take the MFI relay. The MFI relay is this big guy right here. And let's swap that out again. I've already swapped it before, but just to make sure, in case I forgot, let's give it another try. What is up with me and slides? Socks and slides, I swear. That's all I wear. Oh, hello, beautiful. It has been a minute trying to get the motor back for this thing and running, but I want to get this abandoned one done first. MFI relay is... See, why is it small on this car? On my Evo 10 and this Evo 10, they're both way smaller. It's kind of weird. That would be so freaking funny. Or not funny, it'd be piss me off if it was just a relay this whole time. I know for a fact I already swapped it, but the dealer should swap it again. Yep, fans come on. Push in the clutch. Burp. And nothing. Okay. So what we're gonna do now is jump the blue wire, put 12 volts right to that blue wire. We might blow something up, but let's try it anyway. All right, so I have it jumped and something is tweaking out, one of the relays. 2 relays. Come on. MFI relay and I believe the fuel pump relay. They were tweaking out, so yeah, let's pull those out. I don't think it's gonna turn over without the MFI relay. Yeah, we don't have any power right now. Oh wait, we do have power. Fans still kick on. Holy shit, it turns over. It turns over, guys. Okay, so MFI relay is out. Right now, here is what we have. 12 volts right to the blue wire, coming from the white wire on the same connector. And it made the MFI relay and the fuel pump relay tweak out, so I pulled both of those. Fans still kick on, all the lights are still coming on, but it turns over. So, I don't know what that tells me. That doesn't really tell me anything. I guess it tells me that my motor turns over, it's not seized up. My brand new motor that we haven't been able to run yet. I don't know, maybe I'll call up my brother Austin with this information and see what he has to say. I don't know if that completely makes, does that rule out, or does that confirm that the E-Tax is bad? It kind of does, but I don't know, at the same time, I don't know if it does. Okay, so here's the situation. I put my old E-Tax in, and I stopped the MFI relay, that didn't change anything, and then I put 12 volts right to the blue wire from the white wire on the same connector, and the relays were tweaking out, but I pulled the MFI relay and the fuel pump relay, and it turns over.
It doesn't turn over when the relays are in?
I don't know if I dare try with all the relays in, because they're tweaking out hard. So does that confirm that the E-Tax is fucked, or what?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Pull the MFI relay.
Yeah.
And see how much power you're getting.
I don't know how much of that I'll put in the video, but I am going to plug in the wire into the E-Tax. Still have it jumped. See how much voltage we're getting at the MFI relay. And I don't think, neither of us think it'll fry the ECU because there's a bunch of fuses for the ECU. So we should be okay. Let's just dick around some more and I'll show you guys what happens. So basically right now the whole car is plugged in, everything was plugged in, and just a second ago before I pulled the relays, the MFI relay was plugged in and they were still clicking. The MFI and the fuel pump relay were both still going crazy. The wire is jumped right now, it's plugged into the E-Tax and it's also jumped. So I don't know, I don't really know what this tells me. I don't know how this would confirm that the E-Tax is bad. I want to just go, I mean I don't want to just go, I want to go buy a new E-Tax and have it rev-in to this car, but at the same time I don't want to do it if that's not the actual problem, because expensive, it's kind of expensive, it's not terribly expensive, but not only that, it's time. Like I want to get this car done and on the road and give it to Bobby while I built her Evo 10, and I can't do that with 2 relays going wild. I don't know if the car's gonna run. I don't want to try to start it up just because that's kind of ghetto. Like I'd just fix it right and then do the whole break-in procedure. Trying to break this car in while having jumped wires and relays going wild is probably not the smartest idea in the world, especially a fuel pump relay. It probably runs super lean. So I don't really know what to do. It'll probably run. I mean, I probably could start it up, but I don't want to start it up and blow stuff up and blow up a brand new motor because it's not getting fuel. All right, guys. So I'm going to kind of leave the abandoned Evo off to the side for a while. I got a call from the machine shop. Bobby's block is done for her motor build. I guess I'm going to probably leave this thing off to the side until I know exactly what is going on. I don't know. I'm just fed up with this car. I know with Bobby's car, it's just like a motor build, throw it in, and we should be good to go. So Bobby's block is done. They said the head that we brought them had some valve issues. So I have a spare head laying around that is completely shot, but some of the valves should be good. And it's wrapped up right here in this little blanket. So I'm gonna bring this head in with the FRS and go pick up the block, all the bottom end stuff. And then when the heads are done, or when at least one head is done, we can go swing by, pick up the head. But in the meantime, we can definitely get the short block built. Hopefully, maybe tomorrow, we'll be building a short block for Bobby's car. So yeah, let's head in with the FRS. It's freaking pouring down rain, and I don't like driving that car in the rain. But it's the only car I have right now that actually drives. Maybe I'll go steal the truck from Bobby, actually. Yeah, I don't know. Camera life is not that fun in the rain. It looks cool, though. I'm gonna steal the truck.
What?
I need the truck.
Why?
To get your motor.
My motor?
Yeah, your motor. Do you like to beat meat?
Baby, not in the video.
I have some exciting news for you. Here's the deal. Your head is fucked, okay? I have a head at home for my Evo.
What do you mean your Evo?
For my personal Evo that doesn't run right now. I'll give it to you, but I need one of your heads back. Good, to run on my Evo. Okay?
I'm so confused.
You have two heads. We brought two heads to the machine shop.
Okay.
Both of them need extensive work.
Okay.
Like valve guides or valve stem seat or valve seats or something.
Okay.
Like a lot of work, and it's like $600 a head to fix. Okay? I have a head at home for my Evo. That's good. I'll let you borrow it, but by the time I get my Evo needing to run, I need one of your heads back for myself in good condition.
So
Does
then
that work?
what do I do with my car?
We're building your motor first.
And then
I'm letting you borrow my head. I'm letting you borrow all of my motor parts that you need.
Okay, so when
Head gasket, all the gaskets, timing chain, oil pump, every single thing I need to build your car, I have at home for my car, but I'll borrow it to you. All your stuff doesn't.
you'll lend it to me.
I'll lend it to you, okay? So we're gonna get your car done
So when
first.
you need it back, then you gotta take my car apart.
When I need it back, I just need you to go give me a good head. You have two that need work. Just you need to go pay for it because I don't want to. But I may have found a shop that's way cheaper. So no, listen. I already found a shop that's significantly cheaper. I called the shop, selling it at service. Shout out to you. What's up? They said $300 for a head versus $600.
Okay.
I just found another guy that used to do all my head work. He said he can get both done for $250.
I'd rather do that.
But he doesn't know what kind of valve parts we need. So, Koda!
Why would they charge $600?
Because they're a really good shop. That's why. And they can.
Oh.
But, babe, your block is done. Your crank is done. Your new rods came in yesterday. Your pistons are at the house. I have everything to build your motor.
Okay.
We just haven't figured out what you're doing with the clutch.
Probably keep it.
We're going to run the comp stage 2?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to get your motor. Debit card, please.
Want me to, like, you know.
Why don't you pay for Bobby's motor parts? She's not my motherfucking wife, that's why. She's sugar mama. Okay, I'll be back.
Okay.
I might go drop off these. And I have a, no, listen, to this.
Maybe
No, this is even better.
I know, but I'm listening.
I have another head.
Okay.
So basically, I'm giving you a complete head. Like one of my heads for free. That needs a lot of work.
Why?
Because I was going to throw it away.
What?
It needs a fuck ton of work. But I'm bringing it into the shop because they may be able to steal valves out of that and put it into your head.
Okay.
Okay?
Then
So
no.
I'm giving you a head.
Thanks, babe. You're the best.
I know. So if you ever yell at me again like you did earlier on the phone, then I never fixed your car for you.
I was yelling at you?
Yeah, you got pissed. Bobby got pissed. So I haven't really talked about it much recently, but I have a fairly extensive surgery coming up, and I've been trying. My goal has always been to get all 3 Evo 10s done before the surgery, and the surgery is the beginning of next week. I think it's like Monday or Tuesday. So I think I'll be out. I don't know how long. It's a knee surgery, guys. So it's nothing like I don't know what I was gonna say there. It's a knee surgery on my left knee that always pops out, and I'm pretty sure the doctor said, or the surgeon said, I'd be not walking. I'd be on crutches for like 4 months, which maybe I'm remembering wrong because that seems very extensive. Maybe you said 4 weeks. Either way though, I'll probably send it and be on crutches for like a week because I have a lot of shit going on in my life and I can't afford to just be on crutches forever. So yeah, I wanted to get all Evo 10s done up and running before then, but now my goal, obviously that's not realistic. I have a week to get 3 Evo 10s done. So my goal right now is to get Bobby's done and the abandoned one completed. And then while I'm like recovering, I can dick around in my half-wrapped Evo 10. So yeah, let's go to the machine shop, pick up some stuff, drop off heads at the other head shop, and hopefully they all come back soon. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I never realized that before. So, and Bobby doesn't even know the same thing either. To close the garage door, we were always entering in the code, and it took like 5 minutes to close the damn garage door. All you have to do is press enter and no code to close it. It's pretty wild. Sweet Devin. I'm sure everyone loves to hear that.
How's the weather up north? Is it raining? I think that's all we got.
Yeah, I think that's it. Awesome. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. So we got all the bottom end parts are here. Block, pistons, crank rods, all that good stuff. And then the 3 heads we gotta go drop off are back there. It's so crazy, guys. So many of us, I feel like, think alike. Myself and a lot of you guys commenting on today's video that just went live. So many of the things we checked this morning, people are commenting to check. It's crazy how that all works out. Somebody was saying jump the wire. We jumped the wire this morning. People are saying the MFI relay. We checked the MFI relay this morning. All right, guys, now the fun part, trying to fit all of the parts into this car. Might be kind of fun. I don't want to put it in the trunk because I don't want to destroy the trunk setup, so I'll probably try to fit it all into the back seat. I got something for you.
Yay!
You want a secret?
My little baby.
It's just clothes. You want to know something crazy?
What's up?
Maybe you know this, maybe you don't, maybe I'm retarded. Do you know to close the garage, you don't have to open or enter in the password, you just hit enter and it closes? Did you know that?
No.
So we're both kind of dumb. We just got back home and we can't quite start working on Bobby's motor yet because we are waiting for the ACL race bearings for the mains and rods, which come in tomorrow evening. UPS is always pretty slow. I'm going to check over a few things on this Evo real quick. First thing I'm going to check and recheck, actually, I've already checked this before, but just to make sure I'm not wrong, is continuity between the blue wire at the fuse box up here and at the e-tax in the car. I've already checked it and it was good, but I'm gonna recheck it just to make sure. So it actually runs right to the fuel pump relay, and I have that out. So I'm gonna check it right in the fuse box, right where the fuel pump relay wire, or right where it runs into the fuse box at this fuel pump relay. And let's see what we can figure out. So that beep basically tells us that the wire is not broken anywhere. All the way from the fuse box to the e-tax, it is completely fine. Wire is not broken. I'm trying to figure out which way power runs. Does it run from the fuse box in the engine bay to the e-tax, or from the e-tax to the engine bay? That kind of helped me decide what to move on from here. So right now we have the OEM e-tax to this car in the car. Fans are still coming on, everything. We're kind of like at square one right now, just kind of rechecking stuff. The new e-tax comes in tomorrow, and I talked to a dealer. You can recode or re-VIN the e-tax one time in its life. So say, this is how I heard it at least, is I could go pull the e-tax out of my other Evo 10 and I could re-VIN it to this car. You can have it VINed once and then you can re-VIN it once. So technically you get 2 VINs out of each e-tax. And if the used one I bought that shows up tomorrow has only been VINed once, we should be able to re-VIN it to this car and get it in. So yeah, I'm gonna go on YouTube, I guess, look at more comments from today's video because there's so many good comments on there, and see if I can get any more ideas. So I thought that maybe I'm checking power the wrong direction, and maybe power goes from the ECU into the fuse box. It would run through 3 of the fuses, through the fuel pump relay, and then from that fuel pump relay directly to the blue wire. But if I have the blue wire jumped, then I get power at the ECU, I get power at all 3 fuses, and I get power at the fuel pump relay. So that makes me think I'm still checking it the right way, that power runs from the E-Tax into the fuse box in the engine bay and then to the ECU, not the other way around. So I'm still confused as to, I guess we still haven't made any progress. Still no progress. I may end up just waiting until tomorrow. The E-Tax comes in tomorrow and just getting the new E-Tax in the car, re-VINed. There is somebody that knows how to re-VIN it. And they said they call me and walk me through it. So maybe I'll give them a call and try to get that figured out. I guess now we know that, I don't know what we know now. I don't really know what we figured out today, but I guess we did figure out that we got Bobby's motor. And if I get pissed off at this thing again, we can work on that car.